red, white, and blue pocket squares for the day. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on into the live. Thank you for being here on a Friday morning, 10 a.m., baby, 10:15. You know, a little slipping. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Lisk up 10%, still gaining on them a little bit there. Electronium, oh no, Ethereum Classic, funny, up a 0.8, that's nothing. Geno, Hive, an oldie but goodie. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Let's break down Bitcoin. Let's break down what's happening. Got a lot of volume on the US dollar coming in too as well. A lot of 1-inch lately getting bought up to the upside. I'll be nice enough to give you the first thing I'm looking at this morning, which is RFUEL. And look, I got the 15, the 1 hour, and the 4 hour all here for you. I don't see other traders do this, giving you multiple time frames in one shot. And again, the 15-minute probably needs to reset again, but the 1 hour pushing up, the 4 hour pushing up, that is my sweet spot. I really like that. It did have an initial spike to the upside of volume. As you can see, it got some buy volume there, but still falling volume and falling pricing. Just the sellers are falling off, touching the 21-day moving average on the 4 hour now and the 1 hour time frame, and getting tight moving averages here with the 200-day on the 15. This is a recipe for beauty. Also, what I like to do is look at the RSI, and we can also put a bullish pattern on that RSI. All that does is when you're working on one of the patterns, it juices you into that pattern alone for you. It's a nice quick thing. Then you just click back to your 3 and you'll get your 3. I'm nice enough to also give you DYP. DYP looking very nice. This is the daily, the 4 hour, and the 1 hour. 1 hour needs to come down a little bit, but it is an indecision. I could see it rip if the 4 hour puts enough pressure on it. The daily also looks beautiful. Again, you can put a beautiful, come on now. Give me what I need, baby. You could put a beautiful pattern there on the RSI. That's just something to think about. DYP. These are hidden gems no one even knows about. They're hard to find. They're stuck away in the corners of KuCoin, in the depths of KuCoin. I'm nice enough. You know why? This is holiday weekend, holiday week, and people are off. They may think about joining the cryptolifer. And so, I do this all the time. It's getting old. It's getting old. All right, let's start fresh. RFUEL looking absolutely beautiful. Pushing up here on the stochastics in the 1 hour. Getting oversold here on the 4 hour. It does have some room to go down, but it is starting to bend here. You're getting some pressure for the 1 hour, putting on the 4 hour. You want to start looking at things like this. You want to look at the 15, the 1 hour, and the 4 hour all together. If you can do that, you're going to start making paper, baby. It's going to change the way you live your life. Hold on, let me just, I want to get away from, I'm going to actually take my camera off for now, just when I'm doing the triples. Just when I'm doing the triples, because I need you to see more. I need you to see more. It's not about my face, my beautiful face. I know you love it, but it's not about that. So the tightness here on the 15 with the 200-day moving right here, okay? Something you want to see. Let's move this over too so you can see the oscillators out of my banner there. Another thing here is the tightness on the 1 hour, all right, and pushing up on the Stokes. And another thing is the 4 hour resetting but making a nice flag and touching the 21-day. Now, there's no guarantees. Anything could dump in a second. Bitcoin could take this down, but this is a high probability setup with low volume on the sell side here, or the MACD as well. So you have, lack of bearish momentum on the MACD. All right. I'm nice enough to give you DYP here as well. And I don't want to waste your time. You come to the live stream right off the bat, look at these, put your own analysis on them. But you can see, look, the 200-day moving average moving through the process. The tightness of the moving averages here on the 1 hour. The 4 hour could be putting pressure on the 1 hour, as I said before. Lack of bearish momentum here on the MACD as well. And you can see we're about to turn on the MACD here. Kind of don't have much action here, getting tight. And we're getting tighter in the wedge in the 4 hour. These are all pretty high indications. Also, if I pulled the mini fib, we were at the 618 and we did approach the golden pocket. So just something to think about. These two look pretty good to me. But again, anything is possible, and I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. So if you were in my trading group, I already put out an update around 8:50 a.m. in the morning, and we've gone over Bitcoin in depth. Let's talk about it. Let's revisit what I talked about. Let's go over the ideas here for Bitcoin. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on into the Crypto Lifer Show and call yourself Crypto Lifers. I greatly appreciate it. Yes, I'm on vacation, but there really is no vacation when you're passionate and driving and a driving force of your own business and doing what you got to do every single day. There's no day off. Because why take a day off? It's like swimming against the current. The second you stop swinging against the current, you're going backwards, baby. And I don't like going backwards. It doesn't sit well with me. So we're pushing forward every single day here at the speed of light. Shout out to each and every one of you for doing the same. I love you all. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. We went over the facts. What were the facts? There was some big, heavy facts in the charts that we had to talk about. And I'll say it again, and I don't mind repeating myself over and over again. You had a low, you had a high, you had a higher low. You needed to put in a higher high. Did you do that? You did. That 4-hour candle did close above this 4-hour candle. You see? It closed above that candle. That was a higher high for sure. So that's official. You did put in a higher high, just like you put in a higher high here. So as long as you put in a higher low, you will be in an uptrend. So you can come all the way back down here and press on this area and you'll be fine. You know, as long as you bounce off this area. Again, what I said was, what if this just makes a giant M? See that? That's just going to be a huge M pattern with a move to the downside. And it's also, to me, a bear flag. Okay? And you know me about my measured moves. I grabbed the measured move. And actually, I think it could be a little more open like this. Then you want to right click. And if you've done your settings properly, you've got a template style for your text here. And you can go and hit measured move. And now you can label everything on the charts exactly nice and neat. It's so clean. It's so beautiful. It's the best way to be. So check that out. So the measured move, where does that take you? Don't gasp. Don't scream. Don't yell. Get ready. Do we have the, you know? No. No one wants to see $7,000. Yeah. All right. $7,000 Bitcoin, not a good look. 7,500. You know, that would be amazing though. Imagine how many Bitcoins you could gobble up. Then the 3K people would be coming out. Then Bitcoin to zero. Then Bitcoin has no use case. Then the bear market, you know, Bitcoin's dead. All that fun stuff will come out. That will be a flush out of the alts too. That'll be absolutely insane. Now, some of the alts don't even have the space. When I put similar measured moves and I look at ratio ideas, they go to zero completely. So, you know, it's almost like a pipe dream that this could happen. But at the same time, that's a measured move. Like, we were doing this when this was doing this. We were doing the same thing. And I was just drawing this line. And again, measured moves are just telling you what's possible. And this was telling me we were going to 16,900, 16,700. And we wicked to like 17K. So I'm just saying, we were saying this when we were up here at 30K. We were saying, hey, the measured move is 16,000. We hit that. So there's no way of telling that to say, oh, no, we won't go. We won't go. And honestly, if you put it here, hell no, we won't go. Heck no, we won't go. But look at this. I mean, that is starting to make a measured move. And there's a chance you do get rejected by this upper trend line and you end up down here somewhere. You may not go to 7K, but 12K, 11K. A lot of people got their eyes on the prize there. Also, I've done a volume range profile on this on like the daily and the weekly chart. And all the liquidity, if you wrap this out here and you look at it, you grab your good indicator here called the VR, volume range visible profile. Okay, everyone wants to call it the VPVR, but it's really the VRVP, technically speaking. You want to right click it, you want to go to your settings tab, and you want to flip this to like 240. You got to just add a 0 here. Call it 240. It's the easiest way to do it. And see what, yeah, see, that'll just shrink your lines out. And look at all this liquidity down here. Look at your point of control. So here you have a big point of control, 21,000, 20K. You lose that. You can clearly see that you go to 12K. You gain up on that, you get sucked to 30K. You gain up on that, you get sucked to 39, and then so on and so forth. But there's nothing here stopping us from just trouncing all the way down. See that? 17,000. I mean, I can't believe we got stopped there by this little consolidation here. So I'm just showing you this. Focus on this right now, even though there's a lot going on. We're looking at the VPVR on the daily chart, the VRVP on the daily chart, and we're looking at this area as a, basically, you know, a magnet where there could be some volume. So 12K, 9,000, 7,000 area. Don't be surprised if we go there, okay? Get yourself ready for the fact that that could happen. Don't start telling yourself, no way, this is the bottom. We bottomed already. All the big times, we've definitely bottomed. Stop telling yourself you know where price is going. The smartest traders, the best traders, not even the smartest, but the best traders in the world tell themselves they have no idea where price is going, all right? And that's, I'm striving to become those same people, those older men and women who have really put themselves through the ups and downs of the charts and really got down to brass tacks. And look, see if you could drag the VPVR here, the VRVP here, fixed range volume profile, and it's awesome. This is just a quick and down and dirty version right here, and it's easier and it doesn't affect the chart as much. And it actually, you know, this kind of oscillates a little bit, and it's kind of slow. It's one of the bigger RAM eating indicators on your computer. So anyway, so here's the deal. Let's look at where we're at now and what we're doing. So we still have this beautiful point of control at 20,000. All right. And we have a beautiful point of control here, 21,000, kind of right where we're at. So this says that we could hold here. We have a lot of support in this area, a lot of support in this area and right here too. So you want to see us bounce from this zone. We break this zone, we're definitely coming right to 20,000. It's simple. Like, that's a simple trade because that's where the liquidity lies. We're going to get dragged into that area. All right. If you like Bookmap, Bookmap is another way to see this. Check out bookmap.com and look at it. Bookmap's a beautiful place. Look at Bookmap right here. And what Bookmap does is it shows you the liquidity right here. It's going to show you the order book, and it's going to show you where the money is. It's a beautiful thing. I highly suggest you go to Bookmap right now and just read about it, learn about it. Get yourself immersed in Bookmap and learn what it does and what I like it and why I use it. I think you'll absolutely love it too, and you will use it as well. So, yeah, if you're a lifer, Bookmap will change your life. I'm telling you right now. I like the people over at Bookmap too. I associate with them, I affiliate with them, and Bookmap is the place to be. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Hit the likes to get the likes up to the watchers to keep yourself awesomely positive and feeling great. Every single day you got to wake up feeling good. I do it 7 days a week here on this channel. I've been doing it 532 days straight. Tomorrow will be 533, baby. Without a day off, constantly banging on you, coming out here. We don't take days off, not Christmas, not New Year's. I live stream while my wife was giving birth in the hospital. I told her I didn't want to. I told her no worries. She said, no, it's going to take 2 hours for this stuff to kick in anyway. You might as well. I just want you to be happy. And I said, are you sure? And so you can go back to the day my daughter was born, March 1st, you know, basically, you know, the 29th of April. And you can see me streaming inside of a hospital room while my wife was giving birth, straight up. And I've been committed since the beginning of 2020, 21, and I haven't never looked back. And we're not taking days off. We're here for you every single day. That's why the trading group is growing at the speed of light. That's why so many people are super happy about the trading group. I'm reading testimonial after testimonial every single day. It's making me super happy to wake up, and it's awesome. We're going to teach you how to trade. We're going to teach you how to use technical analysis to figure out where Bitcoin's going. If you were on our channel yesterday, we called this pump for Bitcoin. We have this cup and handle here. Sammy cup and handle. Go back to watch yesterday's live stream. And I even said I'm buying it all right here, right before the gigantic pump to the upside. You know, and I wasn't saying it was going to be the most sustainable pump. I kept saying we must close a candle and hold above 21,800 to remain bullish. I've said that till I've been blue in the face. I've been saying it for 3 weeks now, ever since we got to this area. Yeah, since June 25th, I've been constantly saying we're not bullish until we close candles above 21,800. We're not bullish. Like, you can say whatever you want. It's 21,800 that needs to be revisited and beat down to the ground. All right. So what's happening right now? What is my prediction for the next 2 hours? What's my prediction for the day? Well, the 1 hour is extremely oversold, and you're getting what's called hidden bullish divergence. Swing up to swing up. See, it's a lot of people too are running. How did you figure it out yesterday? You know, even someone I know who's like a deep analyst and does a lot. Not one in our stream, but another guy works at another. And he said, "Lifer, like, I missed that whole move yesterday, and I've been doing this for, you know, I've been trying so hard. How did you figure it out?" He said, how in God's name did you know the price was going up? He said, I can't. He said, the 4 hour was overbought, like, but you still felt the need to long, like. And I said, the 4 hour wasn't overbought, number one. It wasn't above the dotted line. I said, number two is I like to put the RSI in bullish patterns, and the RSI was showing me a bullish pattern. It was telling me something. These are little hints that I use, little sniffles of legend, you know, little, And this was turning, so I knew the 4 hour had room to move. So once I looked at that, and I'd seen it before, I was like, okay. Again, I don't care about the MACD as much. I like to see the pink showing with the blue line curving when I'm getting into something. But at the end of the day, that's on the actual time frame I'm entering. Like, see, like here, I also saw lack of bullish momentum on the MACD. The MACD showed me little hills. When the MACD shows me little hills, it tells me that the sellers are waning. We don't have, and then I had a curve up here on this. You know, you couple that with the cup and handle that we had here drawn. And honestly, I'll show you something else. And I study rising wedges for a living. Like, that's just, you know, so I had this as a cup and handle, and it had this long, like, it had a breakout. See? And so we had this on the channel, and we called this Sammy cup and handy to the upside. And lo and behold, we got the cup and handle to the upside, right? Also, I showed you this rising wedge. I know rising wedges break out parabolically, okay? And usually they don't. And I put out yesterday, I talked about a video that I've made about how to trade the rising wedge exactly the right way, depending on how the Stokes are looking. And we had indecision 4 hour. Look, and then I even said, there's a shoulder, a bit of a head and a shoulder there, slightly, right? So, and we were getting tight in a channel. We needed to make a decision, and we had bounced off the support region. So it was support and resistance, it was stochastics, and it was the fact that I know that rising wedges break to the upside, and then you take the length of this pole to get another measured move here, because that's where you're going to go if the rising wedge decides to just break out parabolic. And lo and behold, it did. We had go to the 1 hour at one point because it was getting the 1 minute, because it was getting out of control, if you remember. I'm just taking you back. And then I remember we ended up seeing this happen here, this flag. And I drew this flag on the 1 hour, and I was like, wow, that 1 hour is looking bullish. And I know this is crazy, but you had to take this big measured move. And it didn't make sense at the time, but I posted this live on the live stream, and I said, man, you got to, that's your measured move. 1 hour should take you to, 21,800. And lo and behold, we did that. Then if you stuck on that, you would have channeled this. And this was another beautiful pennant. And then you would have had taken this measured move at least to that nudging. You could have taken the bigger idea there too. And lo and behold, we hit that. And then at one point we had bearish divergence. You can see this is swinging down while this is swinging up. And the bearish divergence came out on the 7 minute as well here. Look. And the bearish divergence of the 7 minute really told you when Bitcoin had done its thing. Swing up to swing up here, and swing down to swing down on the 7 on the RSI. And once you saw the bearish div, on top of that, the 1 hour got extremely oversold, overbought. It was high, the RSI was high, the MACD was high, and my trading style is to sell whenever I get away from the 21-day moving average. You're away from the 21-day moving average. So I just took you through the whole process of kind of what I did, how I figured it out, what happened. If you picked up on what I put down right there, your life would change forever. I've been trading for 15 years and 7 years, and to get to this point and to figure these things out the way I did it took a long time. It wasn't overnight. It was constant feeding of this information until my brain began to learn it and feel it and live in it. And you can too. And that's what we teach in the Discord, that you can too, that you can become empowered. You can change your life. A true empowering life is to empower others. That's how you feel amazing. That's how you get it done. That's how you change your life, by changing other people's lives. So we can go back in time here. Sorry, I just want to delete all that work. We don't need all these lines everywhere. But I'm just trying to show you how I was able to figure out, and we're doing it now again. We're going to do exactly what I did here to this, and we're going to figure out whether we're shorting, what's going down, all right? So let's get back into the 15-minute. Let's talk about it. So there was an idea when I woke up that the 15-minute would break to the upside. It's in a bit of a slanted, inverted head and shoulder. You have a shoulder here, you have a head here, you have a right shoulder there. That should push to the upside. Let me show you what I mean here if you're new. And honestly, it's very hard to see. It's not easy to understand at first. Patterns aren't always going to be right in front of you, but it will take time. But over time, you're going to get there. So that is an inverted that could break to the upside. It's also a double bottom right here. So you got a bit of a measured move here. Nothing moves in trading without a measured move or a pattern. I'm telling you, it's the pattern that makes the sauce. All right. And a lot of times what I also do is I omit the head of the head and shoulder out of the pattern. I don't know what that's always like. It's like a liquidity grab. Then they kind of straighten back up and clean you up. I've seen it many, many times. And again, it's very unorthodox for your average trader. Most people would say he's leading you wrong. Always make sure you're touching your trends. But I've back-tested these things, and you can break the rules once you know the rules, and that's what I'm talking about. So look, this 50-minute is pushing to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here. And you do have a measured move. It's the length of this pole. And honestly, even falling wedges, really, the measured move should be the length of the whole range. From this to there, you take that, and you swing it to where you're breaking up. And the thing about that is, and we've seen this before, flip this upside down. How many times have we seen the rising wedge create a double bottom? We've broken to the upside. Rising wedge creates the double bottom. We break up. We've seen that many times. So it's the same thing as the falling wedge. What did I just do? I inverted the chart. Alt-I. Why am I inverting the chart? Because when you invert the chart, you're able to, like say last week, you saw a rising wedge that hit and made a double bottom, and you played it. And what I'm talking about too, because you might be a newcomer here to the channel. This is a double bottom. And then the measured move of the double bottom is the length of the middle of the W to that the bends and the bottoms of the W's there, and you swing that. That should be really where you go. I did a quick estimate. I was pretty good on that. You get better at the eyeing over time. That brings you into this next big resistance point. Right here too, right? Where you have resistance. Now I'm upside down. So say you've played this, say you've seen this play out, which the last 2-3 weeks, we've seen like I've seen like, I'd say 10 or 20 of these play out. The rising wedge, break to the double bottom and break to the upside. So now we have the same thing going on here, but to the downside. And also look, we're now in a rising wedge here on Bitcoin. You see this? And this rising wedge breaks down 68% of the time. So now we're looking for this idea. And you would be entering a short when you play out, when you get high on the 15 and the 1 hour. So we're watching the 1 hour to kind of make a move here to the upside in conjunction with the 15. It's getting the move right now. We're getting the idea that we suggested in the update that we put out to the lifers this morning. Okay, no BS, no BS. We're up at 7 a.m. I go to bed at 12. My last post is usually around 12, and my first post is between 6 and 7. I sleep 6 to 7 hours every night, and you guys are the first people I talk to, and the last people I talk to before I go to bed. It's my lifers. So I've dedicated my life to the trading group. It's everything I have, and it's everything I do. Yeah, the teaching, and just the betterment of energy. It's just getting people energized and motivated every single day is really what makes me excited too. And I wouldn't have been able to do it if I didn't work so hard on the charts and find some type of, system that was consistently helping me create gains. So right now, the 1 hour is bullish to the upside. The measured move, you have to say, is wick to wick here. All right. And I take measured moves wick to wick. I don't put my charts inside the patterns. I've been hitting the measured moves. You can see on my live streams daily to like by the dollar. And honestly, I don't pull my measured moves like everybody else. If you get taught by like the other guys, or you watch them, they'll be doing stuff like this. And this is their measured move every time. And they're missing out on the bigger gains. They're missing out on the idea that this is what's called an emerging cup and handle. Again, I've created this and coined this term. All right, so you won't really see it written anywhere. No one taught it to me. I figured this out. This is an emerging cup and handle with a cup and handle, And if this plays out like a cup and handle, you'll be flabbergasted, but there's a chance it will. Now, of course, we're going to have resistance here. And if we don't get above it, that's fine. So measured moves are not guaranteed. I want to make that clear. Support and resistance are what you always need to be looking at. If you've basically deleted all the support and resistance and just decided you were going to go for the measured move every time, you would be pleasantly surprised. You wouldn't be unpleasantly surprised at the outcome each time. Something that you wouldn't want to be looking for. It wouldn't be perfect. So like here, if you start to see red candles, and what will happen is you'll zoom into the 5, and the 5 minute will make an M. You get it? This will also be a rising wedge that breaks down 68% of the time, and then that will break down. You'll get high on the stochastics on the 1 hour. You'll be high on the MACD. You'll be high on the RSI, and all of these will be telling you you'll be away from the 21-day moving average. And there will be a tell that it's time to short the market. So at that point, you will know, okay? And if you're in my trading group and you understand what's happening here, and then what we do is we flip to the 3S tokens and we trade them bullishly and make money on that. So it doesn't really matter. We figure out which way Bitcoin's going to go and the highest probability, and then we trade all coins in that direction, 3S or 3 long on KuCoin with 3X leverage, which you can't get liquidated from, and it's like trading leverage with training wheels. It's beautiful. It's what we do here in my trading group. You do whatever makes you happy. You can go to Bybit Leverage and go get yourself slammed and damned all you want. I'm not into it, all right? And I'm not going to push the links because the Bybit guy who pushes those links, for instance, Thomas Crollo, great guy. I think he's awesome. He didn't get hit in this long that we took. He got nailed in the short. He'd been shorting too hard, and then, it went up against him. I think he's correct because he's going to keep shorting the trend. So I think he's correct with that. See, I'm giving him credit. I'm not always bad, but at the same time, he's a Bybit shill. He's a 100K Bybit shill. That's all he is, man. It is what it is. I'm going to call out every Bybit shill on YouTube one at a time, He's a Bybit shill, man. Bybit pays you so much money once you have over 30 to even 8,000, 10,000 subscribers that you can't lose. There's no reason, you just can't lose. So it's sad. I found out the hard way because they sent me emails and told me how much they're paying people. Oh, we got this guy. And I was like, oh, really? You lose your soul, huh, babe? Thanks, babe. You would leave me if I did that, huh? So she said she wouldn't be with me if I did a Bybit link. My wife would leave me. So I'll lose the love of my life, man. Can't do it. So look at this. We're looking for a move to the upside. Look, shoulder, head, shoulder. It's a slanted, drunken, inverted head and shoulder, if you can see it. We're looking for a move to the upside here for Bitcoin on the 1 hour to the upside. 15-minute is getting extended, but it still has legs. I'd look for it to go up and break this resistance point. Then you're looking for a flag on the 15-minute, falling wedge or flag. So you want to see the 15-minute break out, make a flag, and then continue to the upside. I'm projecting before I even need to project. It's insanity. Right now, the 15-minute did play out as suggested. Why? Well, there was bullish divergence. Swing down and swing down here. There was even mini divergence right there. And look, there's the extension. And I do this with alts, and people be like, oh, it's a pump and dump. Impossible. How can I pump and dump Bitcoin? So impossible. You see what I'm saying? It's the technical analysis that plays this. It's the technical analysis that makes this happen. Look at the tightness here, you know? And look at the bullish divergence playing out to the upside. Look at the lack of bearish momentum on the MACD. Likely you're going to get a move to the upside here on the 15-minute. And look at the stochastics turning, okay? And nothing's guaranteed. This could be in a rejection point. And we also broke the trend line. In my humble opinion, we broke that trend line. Like, you have to say, if you try to say you're at the top and you're getting rejected, you have to then disallow all these touches, and that's just not legit. So you have to say that broke out. That's a clean breakout. Breakouts usually do continue 68% of the time you're on your way. And I showed you the hidden bullish divergence on the 1 hour as well. See it? You got to swing up here, swing down here. And we got a beautiful labeling system for this. Hit your settings, go to your template, hidden bullish divvy. And that's hidden bullish divvy, so we can teach you quickly and efficiently here on the channel, okay? So right now, I'm basically, you know, and I predicted this morning that Bitcoin was, I predicted this pump in my trading group. Again, no, I didn't predict it. The technical analysis is that good, and it just showed you as long as you stick with it. Now you're at a resistance point. You're coming into resistance. You're going to have to break through this. If you do not, you could dump, and this could all go down to zero. So it's all about the next support and resistance each time. That's what traders don't understand. Oh, but you put out a trade, it didn't go back. It didn't go out. Did you draw support and resistance? Did you see that you didn't get above the resistance? Oh, no. Oh, you didn't. Oh, okay. I get it. So you're missing key points in trading and blaming other people. I get it now. This could be an M. Anything could happen. Are you open-minded to everything and anything? Are you watching your 6, your 12, your 3, and your 9? You know what I'm saying? It's important. Don't sleep. You can sleep when you're dead, all right? Don't sleep when you're out here trading. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in on this beautiful Friday. Beautiful Friday on July 8th, man. And it was just 77 yesterday. The 77, man. What a day to be alive. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on into the live and getting educated. So look, we're going to watch this move. And I believe the 1 hour is going to make it to the upside here, to the top of the channel. Anything is possible, but there's a high probability the 1 hour will break to the upside. All right. Also, why am I saying this? Well, I was looking at the E-mini futures, and honestly, they front run Bitcoin. It's funny because I saw this do it. Look at it. It was dumping. It bounced off the 200, made a double bottom and bounced again and got busy. See that? It got super busy. And then look at the 1 hour ready to make moves. So it made an M pattern that made me think we were going to come down here. Negated the M completely. All right. Negated this head and shoulder, which is beautiful. That's out for the count. We don't have to talk about that anymore. That's great. Okay. And look, it broke this trend line, in my humble opinion. I could square it away a little neater here. Let me bring it up. Okay, it didn't break the trend line. We're still in the trend. Could be getting rejected. Must break above it. But this is the S&P. And the S&P is now bullish. Look at this. What you do is when you broke out of a flag, you broke into a flag. You could even do this. I'm telling you, I know this is crazy, but you just start forgetting that you broke a pattern like that. You broke out of the pattern, you broke back in, you act like you never left it. The 1 minute makes it easier to see. And then you're gone. Not really, but it's a mess. You know, you can see the double bottom on the 1 minute though. But look at that beautiful double bottom to the upside. So the S&P started to pump bullish before Bitcoin. And this has a measured move. Because that's a bull pennant. And the 1 hour is also bullish. So I'm expecting a beautiful Friday for trading because that says 8 hours of pumpage. So we should get some moves throughout the afternoon for the S&P. It should end up bullish on the greenery. And anything is possible. The 15-minute could dump us. Okay? Always be open-minded. We must get through this resistance first before anything happens at 39. But the measured move for the S&P is about 39,062. All right? And that's what we're looking for on the move. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it on this July 8th day. as we go over a bunch of coins. Dude, I started off showing you the daily, the 4 hour, and the 1 hour all on a coin at once. This is like gold right here. This is like how to triple analysis a coin. Then I started giving you RFUEL right at the beginning of the day without even question. And I'm not saying these are guaranteed to play out. I'm saying use this as educational purposes. Like, see what I'm saying here. There's so much information in just this picture alone. You ever hear the word a picture saves 1,000 words or says 1,000 words? It's very true. 100% true. All right? Love you, lifer. Shout out to Alex. Shout out to Bison9. I was literally thinking that too. The other day, I was like, Ben, you just said, I think. They all need a lesson. I'm not saying anything, but most people on YouTube need a lesson in just mentality, trading mentality. You know what I'm saying? And there's the pump we talked about. Who here got the morning update and was privy to this pump and was able to make a move with it? Who was able to get my analysis, then do your analysis, and then was able to make a move? Because that's how you make money in this market. You must find the highest probability and you must go with it. Okay? Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I do and say here should be taken as financial advice, okay? Made a move with the projection. It's hard to stay grounded. I think YouTube stars get out of control like rock stars. Went long on the breakout of that trend. Just hold and ride along. Sam, gotta say that pocket square is freaking dope, man. America, baby. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light. Love it, man. Yeah, man. It's actually 3 pocket squares just wiped into one. I'm that creative. It's not one pocket square. I just grabbed 3 that all with red, white, and blue and just... I'll do whatever my mind wants me to do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mountain Valley Spring Water. This was the official spring water of Rodney Dangerfield. And I like how it's you can't see it because it's green. It's a green bottle. If I put it in front of me, it probably gets revealed. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on into the live. I greatly appreciate you all for being here. Without you, I have no show. I've got nothing. I'm just a guy wearing a suit looking at myself in the mirror. Like, what am I going to do today over here? We talked about MSWAP. We kept watching it closely, hoping it would it consolidated here pretty nice. Definitely wouldn't, you know, if you got stopped out here, make perfect sense. But once you get stopped out, then you're looking for the divergence, aren't you? So you go to the 1 hour and you look for bullish, or the 2 hour even. The 2 hour had it. Or did it? No, it didn't. Okay. Did the daily have any of it? Well, the daily has it here before the pump even happened. The bigger pump. Let's get back to the 1 hour here. But you draw a fib and you watch the retracement. And look, it bounced around the 786 retracement and it was gone for another 119% gains. I'm not saying I called this out at all. I wasn't like on it, you know. I'll tell you, I'll point it out when I'm on it, you know that. But the point of the story is, I put it on the radar for us to watch, and it was definitely something to look out for and to kind of keep on the watch, and be like, hey, at any moment this thing could reverse back to the upside. I didn't get a piece of it. I'll be honest with everybody. I wish I did, but you know what? I can't get it all. I did have a beautiful barbecue with my family last night. We had the lobsters, the steamers, the mussels, the salmon. I mean, am I missing anything? Probably am. Yeah, the potato salad. Shout out to my mom for making the potato salad. Irene, you're the best, baby. Each and every one of you, thank you for being here. So could MSWAP be making a cup and handle? There's a chance. There's a chance. By golly, gee, oh my, there's a chance. And that's how it begins, everybody. That's how it begins. All right. Then you can start pulling a fib here. You see, you just keep reworking the system. 21-day moving average. We should come back around this area maybe for a pullback. 7-minute looking scrumptious, though, for a little bit of a flag. So, and this is how I start my projections. I start before it even happens. You see? Go to the overbought. Oh, the 4 hours still got legs. That's interesting. Looks like it's curving down, but that means it might not have too much of a down period. Then you throw in your support and resistance, and like, okay? And then also you can kind of start doing something like this and start channeling. You do whatever makes you happy. I'm not a financial advisor. I just start putting the pieces of the puzzle together way before. I try to do it faster than most people, so I'm ahead of the game, you know. GoMe2 likes to follow, right? So it had a beautiful pump, but then they gave it all back. 73% gains, bounced off the 200-day moving average, okay? That could kind of be coupling and handling in a way. Join the 99. You guys definitely work so hard. Thanks to you and your elite charters. When you can, please run through BIFI. Thanks, guys. Shout out to Stephen Cuck for the $20 super chat. You're the man, dude. Thank you for joining. Thank you for supporting. And thank you for sending us $20 super chat into the live. Unbelievable. We gave you R. We talked about R and a giant double bottom. I posted this yesterday, I believe. Yeah. And we went over this in the trading group. Giant double bottom to the upside, measured move. And this actually still has a measured move, right? Double bottoms go up this area here to continue to the upside. Could make a cup and handle here on the side before it pumps, but a beautiful 27% gains for R, and that's all you had to do is recognize what a double bottom was for R. Shout out to my elite group. Shout out to everybody out here. And here is R. Look, MSWAP really didn't, I really can't call MSWAP, but did we put it out around there, but it eventually would fall down lower. I put it out for you to watch. I really wouldn't call it, Sean, I wouldn't call it a gain. You know, I just put it out as a watchful idea, and I didn't stay on it as much either. So my group was all over it though. But I kind of feel, yeah, I want to be real like hardcore about our gains, and like that wasn't I didn't post that last night or anything, you know. Matic 3L was a beautiful post, and we'll go over that later at the end of the live stream. If you want to see a perfect trade, we'll show you Matic 3L, and we'll show you how it played out, how we got into it, why we got into it. And if that tickles your fancy, I would do, if I was watching a live stream and they show me all these gains and then they show me, let me show you exactly how we made them and how it played out, I would be there, dude. I would be there. I would be thrilled, actually. So look, there's R for 27.9% gains to the upside. Burger, we hit just a tiny little one after that big pump. Nord was a beautiful trade too as well. It played out exactly as planned. Like when you look at it, it was in a tight channel. It broke out of the tight channel, never went below the bottom trend. That's a beautiful trade. You just can't beat trades like that. And Matic 3L was very similar. It was in a beautiful pennant ascending triangle. It broke out of the ascending triangle, hit the measured move exactly, which was insane to the T. So we do this all the time. We can show you how to do it too. And that's the point of the story. All right. Some people join the 99 because they feel like they just done so well. And then they want to just be cool, you know. So there's the idea there. Let's get into, so we talked about the S&P and we showed you it for the day. Let's talk about some other things in the world markets. Gold taking a bit of a hit, which is interesting, right? Let's look at the show. The show is the entire world markets kind of put together in a bit of a nutshell. We talk about total, the entire market cap of crypto. And look, it's in a giant double bottom. You see that? Interesting. We also seem to have it in a giant inverted, you see? Or projecting the idea that we could make this giant inverted. Still see some more pain. Okay. Let's take a look at the total market cap together here. And what are our levels to watch? Just like Bitcoin in a nutshell. Like, we got our heavy resistance bar. All right. Right here. This is just kind of how I do the total market cap, right? So 1.15 trillion really is our zone. 1 trillion, $1.1 trillion is going to, you know, 1 trillion really is an area of contention that we're going to have an issue getting back ahead. Okay. And right here where we're at a resistance point too, because we're at the middle point of this W, but that is a W, clear as day. Also, this is just getting above the dotted line. I've seen massive moves come out of stochastics. I know as beginners, I'm telling you, never buy up here, buy down there, and I'm always talking about that. But I do want to reiterate the idea that I've seen the daily do something like this and just do big pumps. I've seen big pumps come out because you have to understand when you're above the dotted line, it's momentumous, meaning huge moves. And when you're below the dotted line, it's momentumous. Like I've seen the daily just do this and make a little move in the Stokes below the dotted line and make a massive dump. Instead here, it made a huge move here in middle and only made a little dump. So below the dotted line is really, it's like a car accelerating. It's where the car starts to accelerate the fastest. All right. However, to me, that's a double bottom, cup and handle, you name it, whatever you want to call it. It is what it is, right? We can see it a couple ways. I'm always open-minded. But I mean, that's a cup and handle, right? Which is on its way to break through resistance, which would be beautiful, but then it's still in the abyss area. However, because it fell so quickly, I wouldn't be surprised if it raged up so fast back to the $1 trillion level. We did bounce off the lows at $761 billion. We created a bottom area here at 836, and now we just have to get above the resistance, okay? And honestly, I'm going to delete the Alt-H, and I said before I'm going to start using Alt-J. Why? Because Alt-J puts a nice yellow line here on the side. $950 billion, right? That's going to be our level, like 948, 952 area. Say 957 billion. We got to break above those areas, you know? Yes, we're curving. Yes, we're overbought. And I've seen we could have trouble right now immediately. And the sad thing is this could be just a bear pennant. See, still. And, you know, conservative measured move is the length of just the base of the triangle. And, like, the devastating measured move is the length of this whole pole. And, like, that would crush crypto as a whole if we, you know, that would be where you buy everything, like the kitchen sink, like 400. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. That's where I would be buying $461 billion. And that's hypothetical. I'm not, you know, but $460 billion for the market cap. We would lose a drastic amount, or even, you know, 717. So honestly, this is a big deal. We don't get above this area. Likely we get into this tightness. Now, this could then break out later on. So it doesn't mean it's over, but it means this battle was over. So we want to break above here. Let's take a look at a 4 hour. Do we have enough gas? We really don't, and we're getting rejected. You see that? And you'd be surprised. Sometimes the total market cap will make a move a little ahead of Bitcoin or slightly different, even though they're like pretty much the same. But, and again, this is the same channel that we're in for Bitcoin and the 1 hour. So we want to see the 1 hour pull a Hail Mary here, which I've seen before out of this emerging cup and handle. Same thing that Bitcoin's in. A slanted upward emerging cup and handle. See that? And again, I'm the only one who uses this and talks about it in that way. But I backtested it for years and played with it, and I found my own special sauce. I don't really need to prove it to anyone else. If you come to the channel over and over again, you're just going to watch it play out. And there's no guarantees. I would see us break at least to the top of this channel here. I'd love to get above the resistance. I would love to break above resistance and hold. So in the next if the next 2 days, and throughout the next 5 to 7 hours, but for the next 2 days, you see us breaking and holding above $963 billion, like that's going to be a big deal, because that means this double bottom may be playing out. We may be getting above resistance, and things could be turning for us, at least for a bigger move, you know, of this measured move back to like the $1 trillion into the, or, you know, to this resistance area at about $1.1 trillion area. So this is the total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. We're going to be looking at it every day. We mark it, we talk about it, we got levels to watch, ideas in it, and we're going to keep you updated as well. And it's important to look at it every single day. All right. Dollar index finally broke that 107 with the bearish divvy there. Look at the strong bearish div on the 1 hour now. You got swing up to swing up. You got swing down to swing down, right? And there you have it. And then you have the bullish, you know, you have the hidden bullish on Bitcoin, which this kind of coincides with. So we talked about this, and we talked about this being in a channel. I guess you could kind of, you know, we could adjust channeling. I want to see this break down to the bottom of the channel at least. And that's Bitcoin breaking to the top of its channel. You get it? How they're inversely correlated. All right. Now you're overbought here on the 4 hour time frame, just like Bitcoin's oversold. That's worrying me. So we're going to see what the 1 hour does. Interesting. It's starting to curve here for the dollar index. No, it still has some downside. I see it. So we want to see what the 1 hour does. I'd like to see this drop a little more and have Bitcoin get that little Friday afternoon relief rally for BTC. All right. So we talked about the S&P. We talked about the dollar index. Let's talk about the Dow Jones Industrial and show you kind of what our prediction was. Yesterday, we showed you this cup and handle for the Dow. Predicted that it would break out to the upside. Your breakout is the length of this entire area, really. Okay? That's just how cup and handles work in a move. And did it break out of the cup and handle? So far, it has. I'll be honest, in my lifetime, if I drew 100 cup and handles, I only saw like 6 not break out, or like 5 not, maybe even 4 not break out. Like, I see the cup and handle break out so much more than any other pattern in my life. It's insane. And honestly, we could be kind of making a bottom and a bottom here. Could be a line in the sand for the Dow at 30,350, which is pretty nice. We broke back above 31K, which was psychological resistance too as well, and a resistance area. So what do we see for the Dow now? Well, it's pretty crunch time on the 1 hour. It's pretty baked. 15 minutes still has some legs, so look for it to punch up a little more. However, it is in a rising wedge. Remember that. It broke out like kind of like Bitcoin did, but it's front running Bitcoin. It's a little ahead of Bitcoin. Looked like it took its gains quicker for Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin hasn't pumped on the 1 hour. The Dow already has, you see? This could be making a horrible M, all right? You have to be open-minded so you're not blindsided by the bearishness. So if you can't break above this resistance and bounce, you're likely making an M, and this rising wedge will break to the downside. And you're all overbought, so it's more likely you will do that because you're getting overbought on the MACD, on the RSI, and the stochastics RSI. Go to the daily chart too, just to give you some moment, and you're getting overbought too on the daily. Let me just delete these marker-esque ideas. 4 hour has some momentum. 15 minute has a little momentum. The daily's getting overbought, but I've seen the daily push up from here. So here's our idea. What are we looking for? We're looking for the 4 hour to get pressed. We're looking for the shorts to get squeezed, and at least to see Bitcoin make it back above the top of the channel here. However, once it gets there, it's already exhausted. So if it can even make it this high, I mean, the Dow Jones, if it even makes it this high, it's likely it's going to end up back down here again, unless it can break this trend. So watching a possible M pattern on the Dow, and we're watching to see if the Dow can break this trend line, and that would be 32,278, all right? Daily is getting overcooked, and you really didn't make a previous high. Usually that's a mode to short. However, I'll give it a little hope on the smaller time frames and see what it can do, all right? Bitcoin's more correlated to the S&P than the Dow. However, they all kind of go down together at one point, all right? And there's Bitcoin doing damage to the upside as suggested before we even talked about, you know, and there's our another projection nailing it. And honestly, we need that 21,800 area. It's such a big deal that we break above it and close above it. See, look, we told you this is going to pump. Why? Because it was in a falling wedge with bullish, you know, and we found this channel, and you knew you're at the bottom of the channel. So when I woke up and I did my update and I looked at Bitcoin, I saw it dumping. I woke up and saw Bitcoin dumping. When I did my update, Bitcoin was dumping. It wasn't green at all. And I looked at the 7 minute and I said, like, I believe the 7 minutes about to give us a move here. And we got the green on the 7. And that's kind of how it starts. And that's why I use the smaller time frames to figure out where we're going. All right. And it's the smaller time frames that keep me accurate. Let me make that clear. I'm always taking into account the bigger time frames, but it's the smaller time frames that keep me accurate. All right. Without the smaller time frames, it just wouldn't happen. I wouldn't be able to see. It's like one foot in front of the other, step by step. Everything in life is step by step by step by step. All right. Everyone, we're doing an amazing deal this week and next week for $350 if you pay in cryptocurrency. We'll put you in the beginner's course, which is a $99, and we'll give you 3 months in the group. That's a $400 value for $350. So amazing right off the bat. Get that discount. Take advantage of that. Jump into my beginner's course every Tuesday from 3 to 5. We're not doing it this week just because I'm with family, and I attempted to take a little time off, which was awesome. It's been an amazing trip, an amazing time, but learn the language of the charts. Learn cryptocurrency. Learn how to use smaller time frames. Learn what the candle bodies are. What do they mean? What is a wick? What are the moving averages? What are all these lines I'm using? What's going on? What is the MACD? How does it move with the moving averages, convergence and divergence? What is the RSI? What is the stochastics RSI? What are all these things? How are they moved in together? What are time frames? What time frames do you use? What's the best one? Why do you use the weekly? What is the 1 minute? What is happening? What is going on? All right. And I just showed you the S&P is likely to pump to the upside. And look what's happening. It's helping Bitcoin pump to the upside. We're breaking that resistance point. 21,800 to me is such a big deal that we get above and plow through. Such a big deal that we get above and plow through. It's amazing that we got above it already. I want to see us stay above it and use it as support. I don't want to see an M get hit at this next resistance point at 22,250. All right. Now the 50-minute will stall out. You're going to get overbought, and that's why I got this flag here, and I'm projecting a flag at resistance. Because look, I want to see us break this resistance right now. Has a little more room. Can you do it, baby? Get above the resistance. Make the flag above resistance. That's what we're looking at. That's what we're looking at. Okay. And look, even after my video update, I try to make sure I'm even helping you out a little more, or trying to show you. And look, we're getting the bounce in the 7-minute, and I'm showing you how the 7-minute was saving the day here and not letting us get below that resistance and that support. It's amazing if you can use the smaller time frames and project into the future. By projecting patterns before they happen, we're able to see the trades before other people, and therefore we're able to start the trade before them. We're able to end the trade before them. When you're trading, you are taking other people's money. Hands down, that's what's happening. It is what it is. The more you know, the more you're going to have an advantage on the masses. You need to understand this information. The $99 you spent on my trading course, you'll have for the rest of your life. You've bought coats for $99 that got old and you've thrown them out. You've bought shoes that you can't wear anymore. You've bought so many things for $99 in your life that you don't have anymore. If you pay for $99 in my trading group, you will have that for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life. I'll give you 15 years of trading in a nutshell. I'll give you a little backstory of who I am. We'll have fun. It's awesome. I absolutely love it. It's this Tuesday from 3 to 5. I can't wait to see you there. Smartest decision you can make to invest in yourself. Everyone else, even the best guys on YouTube that I think are great, charging $3,000 to $4,000. And they're good. They're awesome, but they're charging a lot of money. This is 99 bucks. Get yourself started, get yourself immersed, and get in there. All right? ETHBTC is something good to look at too for the alts. You want to see what's happening, and you can see that the alts are getting beat up. We need this to make a move back to the upside here. Let's take a look at the daily chart for this. And actually, it's not looking good for the altcoins because ETHBTC, when this becomes like the leading mover, so looks like it's going to come down one more time here. Yikes. Maybe even make a low. I don't know. Daily's a little high. Look at the 4 hour. 4 hours low. So maybe you could save the day here and continue in this trend to the upside. Interesting. You are at resistance though. You see that? You don't want the M. And see how either you close candles on the 1 hour and the 4 hour and you make an M and you're done, or you get above and you make a move. And that's why you do not long resistance. You long support. You short resistance, but you can't short immediately. You have to wait to make sure that you have confirmed resistance. It all is in a day's work, my friends. It's all in a day's work. All right. It's way harder than you think it is. Just keep saying that to yourself too. It's always harder than you think it is. Nothing is easy. The one thing my dad said to me over and over and over again in my mind, nothing is easy. Nothing is easy. And he said, get away. If anyone tells you it's easy, get away from them. That's another thing my dad used to say to me. Someone's telling you it's easy, get away from them. He still says it to this day. He still says it to this day. So Matic 3L. Let's talk about Matic 3L and how we were able to take advantage of Matic 3L. How do we know it was going to pump to the upside? What were we looking for? Okay. And we're going to use the replay tool. Understanding the replay tool and using it is going to change your life because you can actually watch things. It's the greatest tool I've ever used to really enhance my ability to see the entries, because no one really knows exactly where to get in, but I've been chasing that my whole life. There is an entry point because look, price comes low and then eventually never goes lower. There is an entry point, and it's about perfecting that craft over and over again. And that's what I'm chasing. The entry point, getting in. Now, I also do something other traders don't do. I put bullish patterns on the RSI. This will tell you something. Look, you can even put it here. Look how tight we're getting on the MACD. When you're getting tight in the oscillators, it's telling you, look, you're getting lack of sell pressure there. How come you couldn't make a nice, big, nice, round red bottom there? Red bottom there. Red hill. And here you're getting nothing. And look, you can see big hill, less of a hill, almost non-existent. The sellers are disappearing. They're turning into dust. That's telling you something. All right? These are key indications that you pick up on your own from years of trading. They're just inklings, notions. All right? Look at this MACD 3L. So the Matic 3L. So we saw it getting tight. All right. Yes, it fell out a little bit, but when I make my moves, my stop loss is always 2 ideas. So I get in there, my stop loss will be below here or even right around here. if I can. This little notch right there. See that little notch? I might even go back into that and put it there. So this is how we looked at it. And this was turning. You look at the 4 hour too as well, and the 4 hour was flat. Now, normally that could be high risk, but the 21-day moving average wasn't too far away from price action, and you were getting pressure too on the 1 hour, okay? You look at the 15-minute, and the 15-minute had a shoulder, head and a shoulder in there and was getting tight, all right? You also had hidden bullish divergence like I keep showing you. This is swinging up on the price action, but it's swinging down on the RSI. And that tells you you were highly likely, 90% of the time, going to have a higher high, higher than the previous high. So with these indications, also, another tell sign that I use is the 200-day moving average moving through the parallel part of my pattern. Like when I have a bottom of my trend line and the 200, that yellow line there is just moving with the pattern like that, that is an extreme tell that something is going to pop to the upside. All right, so now we're going to press play on this on the 1 hour time frame. And so I broke down kind of everything that I look for, and I'm giving you my special sauce live for free. I don't even know if I should be doing that. My team's always like, man, you're giving away too much for free. And like, then again, how do we get the measured move? How do we know where we're going to go and why? I took wick to wick here. Wick all the way to that wick there, and I took the length of that area. And then I just picked it up, and I swung it right there. And that told me where price was going to go. And that's exactly, like, that's like, this was probably the most textbook trade I ever pulled off in my life, you know. Again, then for my trading group, you don't need me, but you're touching the 21 again. You're curving up in the stochastics. Again, you got the RSI in a falling wedge, and you got the MACD turning with the pink showing. And lo and behold, this would bang on you again for a quick move out of the 68% chance of a break to the upside out of the MAC3L. Okay, who's calling me right now? Jamestown, New York, please. Come on. The weirdest call ever in my life. All right, so that's how we played the. I didn't play this wedge. I didn't see that. You know, I was live streaming. That happened 2 hours ago, right? That was about when I was getting ready at about 9:30. You know, I was helping my dad. My dad's motorcycle stopped working. He's gonna take it on like probably 1 or 2 last rides of his life, honestly, which is kind of sad. And he had it running yesterday. I had forgotten an umbrella. My wife forgot an umbrella. We only had 3 hours to be at the beach. We drove there for 10 minutes, and she forgot the umbrella. Don't yell at your wife when she forgets the umbrella. Yesterday, I was so cool about it. I said, what am I going to do? I said, I only have some time, and I said we lose a little bit of it, but I said I'm blessed to have a wife that gets to forget things. Because some people don't even have a wife, right? And she never forgets things. She's awesome. I don't want to even call her out like that. That's horrible. She's my best friend. She runs the trading group like a boss. She's the boss behind all this. I always tell her that. I don't know if she really believes me, but it's true. Don't let her know. You know, she thinks I'm just saying it to build her up. She really is the boss. She runs this company, everybody. She never misses an email. She cares about the customers as if they were her children. She says this business is everything to her. She's always afraid to give it to anyone else and outsource it because she's like, no one will care about your customers as much as I do. So look, Matic 3L is about to punch to the upside. We also, when we show you that the S&P is bullish, then the altcoins will be bullish. So you trade in, when the S&P looks bullish with Bitcoin, the 3 L's on KuCoin are scrumptious, all right? So again, never chase a green candle. Never chase a green candle. Right now, you're far away from the 21-day moving average on the 15. You project your flag. And then I set an alert here on the stochastics. When that comes on, if that's still good, and we still got some room on the 15, on the 1 hour, and again, you could miss an opportunity. It may plow all ahead. I've seen that. But I don't do that. I don't chase. I do my low risk idea, right? I keep it as low risk as I can. It's all high risk, but I try to remove as much risk as I can, you know. Wish I had a wife. The only wife I have is Gina, and she didn't show up. Man, 21-9. I know, baby, I know. Wifer is life, man. 11-11, make a wish. Please be sure to smash the like button. And we called a pump to the upside today on the channel, did we not? Did I not call a pump when I came here on the live? First thing I did at the beginning of the live. Did I not call a pump in the trading group? Who here got the update? I'm married to TradingView. Me too, man. Colin Pugh needs to know who to email if you can figure out how to get into the Discord. Email cryptolifers@gmail. Cryptolifers@gmail. Michael Pod disappeared, man, but he'll be back. Real love, real woman. Love that lifer, man. Funky music, man. Thank you, brother. Bison 9, yes, sir. Stokes is high on our daily Bitcoin. It doesn't matter if the Stokes are high on the Bitcoin. I've gone over that many times. You must watch the smaller time frames and watch them plow through because they could pin that daily to the upside. Okay. Just subscribe. Shout out to Priya. Shout out to LBP. LBP banging on them right now. Are you kidding me? No. No, say it ain't so. DYP, man. DYP, wait for that. And you said LBP is banging on them right now? So there's my projection for Matic 3L. Watch the flag here. 1 hour still bullish. Project the flag, 1 hour still bullish. When in doubt, flag it out. That's what we do here. And shout out to anyone that took Matic 3L, any of the trades or any of the trades that we hit last night and into today. Matic 3L, projecting a flag. And again, in my trading group, if you can't chart it, then you can't trade it. You must learn to chart to be able to trade in my trading group. Like, you must learn to chart. It's so important that you're charting. Chart, 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 chart. Chart everything you can at all times, please. Like, as much charting as you do is the best. That's how you're going to get ahead in the game. That is the key. Look, we're showing you the S&P's bullish. That's going to take your altcoins up. That's going to take Bitcoin up. KuCoin blocks that one from buying and selling if you're in the US. No, it does not. KuCoin doesn't do that. You just don't have to change, You can open up a KuCoin. You just don't, Bitcoin broke the resistance again. Let's take a look at BTC. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's look at LBP. Because we were just talking about launch block. Did it just do something out of control? It did punch to the upside. Pretty nice for the last 2 hours for a move. Launch block. We just put it out like 3 hours ago. Wow, it's up 22% LBP. And I was just putting it out there in the trading group. Shout out to everybody here on the live stream. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all for being here. Yeah, I posted this at 8:02 p.m. He was just sitting nicely on the 4 hour. Let's take a look at how that 4 hour looked. Wow. Wow. It was just like right here. LBP for massive gains to the upside. Shout out to anyone that may or may not have. That's insane. Yeah, and bouncing off the 200-day moving average and the 21 crossing the 200. It's a really good sign on the 4 hour time frame in tight moving averages. I know someone in my trading group is loving this move. The 21 crossing the 200, it's their move. I'll be nice enough to give you, if you're not in the trading group, I'm nice enough to give you one more that looks pretty similar, is like USDT. Like USDT. The 21 just crossed the 202 as well. It's consolidating. I'm not guaranteeing anything, and anything could happen. Bitcoin could dump on you in 2 seconds and take the whole trade down. You must be ready for anything at any moment in time. All right? You must be ready for anything at any moment in time. All right? Please. Please. All right. Super chats, NMR, BIFI, RFox, and DUSK. Thank you so much for the super chats. BTC, I'm in that puppy. Man, it is weird that you need a VPN for it. I don't use a VPN. I don't use a VPN for KuCoin. Nope. I was watching ABC yesterday and Lifer was giving out plays on his Discord while on the show. He's a real one. Never stop, always grinding. I was watching Around the Blockchain yesterday and Lifer was giving out plays in his Discord while on the show. Yeah, because I'm listening to them talk and I got my screens in front of me and I had a barbecue to go to that night. And so I had to multitask, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, while I was getting ready for my next thing, I had to post charts to the trading group. And I even said, I got to, and that's what we do, man. Dude, I was I have to run up and down the stairs today to get my water. I button my shirt while I'm running up and down the stairs. I am always doing 2 things at once. Coupling. That's how you maximize potential. Multitask. You know what I'm saying? I'm the king of multitasking, man. KuCoin blocks coins now. Really? Never happened to me. That's crazy. But just use 3 commas and you don't have to deal with that because you're gonna back end API, and that's what we do in the trading group. That's what Bison9 was saying. Super chats, NMR, BIFI, RFox, and DUSK. Let's take a look at that. Let me get back into Bitcoin. Getting excited about BTC today. Let's take a look here and look at RFUEL. Already had a massive gain, but it's still looking pretty scrumptious to me. Wait for it to break above resistance. Maybe make a flag or a falling wedge too. Do your due diligence. Study. I was looking at VR earlier today as well. It was on my radar, getting very tight in the channel. 15-minute looking scrumptious. VR, Victoria. I actually really like this project, and I heard Dell had done something with them. Don't quote me on that. Do your due diligence and research it. But there was some talk that Dell was working with them. That's a bull pennant to me. 68% chance of break to the upside. Wants to break out on the 15. 1 hour has some indecision. I'd wait for the 1 hour to come on down, but it could curl on out. Look at the 4 hour time frame. Both, yeah, they all kind of have a kind of a feel. 4 hours got that like shoulder, head, and shoulder kind of thing going. High or low for the first time in a long time. Could be changing trend for the first time. Can it make a higher high? So you just need to see this break above there, and then that could be making a bigger trend. VR on the radar. Let's take a look at the Super Chats. NMR, and that was when we played off the 618 like 4 or 5 days ago, I'm going to say. So I got it here. Look, I have it ready. So I already have it sitting here. Look, so NMR kind of broke out of this, then broke up again, including this in the trend line. Bit of like a tight falling wedge again. Could almost give it a descending triangle in a way because it's a flat bottom, which could be bearish. I'll give that. But the 4 hour has momentum. You're at the 706 Fibonacci, which is a very, very good fib to be at. Even though this wick was pretty strange, I almost was like, what if I didn't include the wick? I would be sitting at like a, 618 fib. My whole thing is this, these are bots getting advantageous, and I'm just trying to put some common sense theory into it. But again, I guess we got to just study the math. That is what it is. That's the range. It is what it is. So I took this low range here with the high range there, and you're at the 706 Fibonacci. If you don't have the 706, you should add it to your fibs by right-clicking your fib area. And normally I don't even like telling people this because it's a secret fib, and I like to keep some of my secrets, some of my special sauce off the live. So but again, I could die tomorrow, and then you wouldn't know this. So at the same time, I do my due diligence for God to show you everything I know. If all of us teach everyone everything we know, the human race will be insanely amazing. We'll get to some crazy heights. Like, we really will. So I try to lead by example, do the same thing. NMR also, look, on the 4 hour, you got swing up to swing up. You got swing down to swing down. You got hidden bullish divergence. Tells you that the trend will continue to the upside. You have lack of bearish momentum here on the MACD. We were just talking about that. So I wouldn't be surprised if this thing did bang on you to the upside. Take a look at the daily time frame. The daily's coming down and hasn't hit the 21 yet. It could retrace a little lower on the daily. So that's, if you're fighting the daily, but the 1 hour and the 4 hour both want to give you something. So interesting enough, and look for I go to the 50-minute for entry. 50-minute needs to reset. So I put an alert down here on NMR, but it's looking pretty sweet on the 1 hour and the 4 hour. Definitely could make a bit of a move here with hidden bullish divergence, but that daily is high risk. The daily is high risk. So watch NMR, but the daily is high risk for sure. All right. I'm on fire today, just so you know. I feel it. It's one of those days of heavy focus. Last night, I had an amazing sleep. Honestly. Gains in my sleep, I get gains in my sleep, I get gains in my sleep. Shout out to everybody here. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? I have been off saying the word like. I said like once when the actual ticker was like. You saw that, like USDT? Just hit the like button, everybody. It does wonders. I'm teaching you things that no one else got on this in all of YouTube. This is my special sauce. I'm a unique person who did unique backtesting in the charts for 10,000 to 20,000 hours. What I found was amazing. I'm sharing it with you every day. If you want it, it's here for you. You don't have to take it. But I'm telling you right now, there are results. We prove them every single day here on the channel. We show you how it works out. And honestly, we've been getting to a higher level the last week. Something has happened. We've been progressing. The more minds in the group, the more energy in the group, the more lifers that jump on in, we're starting to just progress. And I feel it, and it's been amazing. So the 1 hour and the 4 hour look all right. They can move. 15-minute is overbought. And you say, well, who cares about the 50-minute trade your time frame? And I'd say yes. But you know how many times I got into a trade on the 1 hour or even the 4 hour? They both look good. And the 15-minute was overbought. And I got in, and then I got stopped out, or there was a way better price, and I had to sit and wait, watch my trade go up and down. I'm sick of doing that. So I want to see the price do its thing, and I learned that the 15-minute is a pretty accurate price action, only if you're coupling it with bigger time frames and maximizing like the probability around it. Okay, you got to maximize the probability around it at all times if you can. You know what I'm saying? Super important. Okay. So here's another thing here. So NMR looking really good. Everyone, right now I'm going to show you something else. Hold on, I want to show you something amazing. We're about to show you Bitcoin right now, and we're about to show you something that's interesting that's happening. I have it on another screen. I'm going to pull it on in. I'm always kind of doubling up here. And so I want to bring you into another idea here. So this is important. You don't want to go anywhere. Let me show you what's happening here for BTC. All right? Because it's interesting. It's very interesting. It's always interesting, but NMR, what are the possible ideas here too to the upside? What's the gain? Wow, 111% gains out of NMR. Numeraire, right? And this was pushed by Tika Tiwari. He pushed this on a lot of people. So it has kind of an underlining idea there too. Just something to think about. And I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I heard him or someone telling me, someone gave me his list or whatever. He's a little bit of a scammy guy. Anyway, I won't say anything. You figure out who you think is on your own, you know. KuCoin charges an arm and a leg to take most coins off his platform? What are you talking about? I've got 11 coins stranded because I'm not paying the insane. Are you serious? I've never heard that, man. I think you're bugging out. I've never heard anything like that in my life. I'll verify that, David, because I've seen you around, and I don't think you're someone that says nonsense. But honestly, I've never heard of anything like that. To take an arm and a leg to take... Are you kidding me? I've never heard anything like that. If you're going to take a coin off an exchange, I mean, I know it sucks. Maybe you don't want to sell one, but like you can convert it to US Tether and then just send the Tether for no money on the TRC20. Then buy the coin back. Or I guess you're in a position. But first time joining live. Shout out to Christian Lay, man. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never had an issue like that. But again, let's move on. But I'm willing to believe you because I don't know. I don't tell people that they're wrong. I'm open-minded at all times. Okay. KuCoin is expensive to take things off by Lay. They have removed a lot of their cheaper chains to transfer tokens. Because I'm not insane. He's probably talking about like a $4 fee instead of like a 10-cent fee or something. Like, come on, man. Insane fees. Like, it's a bit spending. It's a bit spendy. When to just move USDC off and the fee is 20. Yeah, so you use USDT TRC20, man. They still allow you to use TRC20. You know, I don't know. That's cheap as all heck. I don't know. Has the right KuCoin? He's right. KuCoin will rip you off if you try to remove most coins. You have to sell them for USDT and then move them that way. Doesn't help if you want to move to a wallet. Really? Interesting. Honestly, I swing trade KuCoin, man. So, like, that's where you should be swing trading hardcore. Long-term holds are Coinbase and Bitcoin USD and Bitcoin in Binance US. For me personally, you know, that's how I roll. So, you know, I keep fat stacks of Tether and stable in KuCoin for trading, and then I'm in and out. So, like, I'm not holding coins long-term really on KuCoin. I don't think it's a good idea. I think they should be on. You should buy a coin, send it to your wallet. You know, sad that you're saying that. But I guess cost of doing business. But if you're buying $5,000 worth of a long-term hold, $2,000 worth of a long-term hold, but I'll look into it and I'll say something to them because I know management. So maybe we can say something. You know, the X factor is XRP. I have a huge bag there, and I want to get it off KuCoin. Then get it off, man. I'm gonna start using Mex Global. Yeah, I'm gonna start using Mex Global. That's my next big exchange. I had a meeting with them, and we just gotta like meet up. But yes, we're gonna start using Mex Global. When I get home, that's my first order of business, for sure. CELT finally making a bit of a move to the upside. Slight breakout here for CELT to the upside here. And honestly, let's take a look at CELT. What is it doing here? Interesting enough. Let me like rework the chart. Seems to be kind of forming this, right? What is the 4 hour? 4 hour has legs. 1 hour is getting a little hot. 4 hours touching the 21 and looking beautiful for CELT, though. I wouldn't be surprised if CELT bang to the upside here. 66% gain, 60% gain. However, the 1 hour's not in your favor. The 15 minutes not in your favor. So you got to wait for those to kind of hopefully retest this top trend line that we broke out from. All right. Bit of a slanted cup and handle here. Tight moving averages on the 15. So you're looking for a bounce, right? You don't want to break back into this pattern. CELT, interesting. Celestial, this is what it is. Newer coin too on KuCoin. Let's take a look at it actually. I want to do a deep dive on it. CELT, Celestial. I keep my HODL XRP on Ledger. Don't plan on getting rid of that for a couple of years. Yeah, smart idea, man. I appreciate you saying that. It's all about the hardware wallets, baby. You got to get it hard. It's got to be in a hard wallet. Celestial.game. All right. Welcome to the new Brave wallet. All right, so that didn't. Celestial. Social, Fi, and GameFi platform based on Metaverse. Play now. Play to earn. Players can get rewards through a rich quest system and capture resources through fighting with other players. NFTs. Player can stake tokens and obtain NFT battleships for free and form a fleet to explore resources in the universe. Get ships. Delta V1. Hash power. Damage. Defense. That's pretty cool. Gate.io. KuCoin. Clover. Right? They're all over Mex Global. Wow. They did a really good job getting themselves out there. Celestial. And coins are coming out every single day, everybody. Market cap at $8.7 million. Takes nothing for this to move. It's multi-chain with an OKX chain, a Binance Smart Chain, and an Ethereum chain. So you can buy it on PancakeSwap, Uniswap, and on the centralized exchanges as well, which gives it a lot of liquidity. It's a multi-chain metaverse video game that unfolds across the broad universe in which players can colonize planets, harvest resources from alliances with other commanders, and engage in intergalactic warfare. Celestial's native currency is CELT. It facilitates the concept of play to earn. You know, if this starts to get hot and the market kind of just goes flat even and we get a bit of a reverse rally, this thing could do some serious damage. You know, it could double up. Anything could happen to CELT. So interesting watching CELT here for 60% gains possible for CELT. I use KuCoin as well as Bybit. Yikes. For Tether, I noticed that it was flat fee of $25 for both 100 and 1,000 USDT. 25% for 100 is a lot. 2.5 for 100 is high. I use TRC20 and I've never seen that, man. Unless I'm not noticing the fees. I use TRC20 to send money and I don't see those fees. But I could be wrong. Maybe I'm going to go check this out now. I'm not trying to show, but I'm using Bybit since last fall and it's the absolute best interface hands down. Low fees and high liquidity. If you're in US, you have to use a VPN though. Yeah. Sam, just gotta say thank you publicly. Been with you a few weeks. Stopped watching other channels. You tell it like it is and have the experience to back it up. Thank you, bro. God bless you, brother. Shout out to Sean Nolan. I appreciate you for converting yourself to a lifer, man. You're doing what you gotta do to stay above and ahead of the curve and ahead of the crowd. You know, that's what it is, man. That's what we do here on the channel every single day. Let's get into BTC. As I said before, I want to show you some Bitcoin magic here. Bitcoin. And did we call a pump or did we call a pump? All right? I'm just saying. I'm not playing, but I'm saying. Did we call a pump at the beginning of the channel or did we call a pump at the beginning of the channel? You know what's crazy is something's happening is my work hasn't been saved recently. TradingView isn't saving my work and I don't know if it's cookies, if I did something. I don't know what's going on. But you remember we had this in a falling wedge on KuCoin, right? I can even go back to my chart that I posted here and just see, yeah, I had this on KuCoin and I had everything posted. Kind of sucks because like that's my claim to fame is like, you know, what I charted is still there, you know. Now you just put it back together. It's like, no. But you can go back in the live and see it. We called out the bullish divergence right here on the 15-minute. Show you that was likely your bottom and that's why we were pumping. We were curving up to the upside and we said we had to get above the resistance. Then this sucks because I just did a lot of work that's gone. That's like not cool, you know? Anyway, that's happened to me a lot the last 2-3 days. I don't know if they're reorganizing or what they're doing. All right. All right. So if you were with me at the beginning of the live, I'm just going to go, this is like painstaking to recreate all my stuff. I did so much already. You guys got to rewatch my live, man. But I did so much already, you know? And I talked about all the different things to watch out for, levels to get, you know. So look, daily is now closing that candle, like I said, above the resistance. This is a big deal. And when a daily closes a candle above resistance, it's awesome, right? Now there's an idea that we're going to make this measured move. This is a bit of an Adam and Eve double bottom, all right? For sure, you know. You got a sharp end there. And someone said Adam and Steve. Someone was joking earlier today. Adam and Eve double bottom here. But look at that. So look, and there you have it. And that's a double bottom, hands down. 4 or 5 days ago, I told my wife I believe we bottomed, and I don't, you know, and honestly, we may not have. We could go to 10K by December. There's a chance, but I'm buying like we have bottomed already because you never know. I'm keeping 50 grand to buy Bitcoin between 7 and 10,000 if it happens. That's like my safety for like I'm gonna keep that, and then I'm gonna go in with the rest of what I'm, you know, regularly buying Bitcoin with, and I'm committing. And if I get hit on what I'm buying Bitcoin with, the buy into the 50 grand on the price action that I have and the amount that I put aside. If we rip back up, will kind of balance me right back in. So I've thought about the risk and the reward. I think 4 years from now, I'm willing to hold 4 years too. I'll be in a really good sweet spot with that position. And so I'm willing to take the shot. And I've done it 4 years ago, and it was the best shot I ever took. I'm going to take another shot. At 22,000 for Bitcoin, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. Bitcoin pumping to the upside. Shorts are getting smashed again. They don't know how to watch the cryptolifer channel. They just don't understand when I show them the emerging cup and handle, and I tell them the emerging cup and handle is likely to break to the upside. And they're like, how does he make a cup and handle out of everything? Because I started watching this drunken, just like, well, there's inverted head and shoulders, then there's drunken inverted head and shoulders, twisted in head and shoulders, slanted head and shoulders, uptrended, downtrended, flipped sideways. Why can't you do the same with cup and handles? Why can't cup and handles be twisted, flipped, and all different sides? You know? And then you get the wick to wick, and that's going to be your range. And that's where these algorithms like to get it in. I'm telling you, they have this hidden thing that I've been trying to figure out, and I think I'm on it. Our measured move is 24,000. If this can continue to the upside, I have seen the 1 hour throw Hail Marys like you have not believed. Will this continue to the upside? I believe we're going to have to flag out here on the 15-minute first before we can continue. All right? And this is my projection theory with an alert on the stochastics. And that's, you know, and again, if I took profit on a nice swing trade right here and it continued to the upside, so be it. But 9 out of 10 times when you get this far away from the 21, you start to make a flag and go sideways. So it's likely we're going to go sideways here. Beautiful pump for Bitcoin. We also called the pump for Bitcoin because we saw the S&P was pumping. They're directly correlated. We caught that. We caught that V-shaped recovery in the bump off the S&P. Bang. 21,900. We are still at another resistance here is the last place that we hit. We got to break above that. All right. We got to break above that. The 1 hour suggests that we have the legs for that. We're just getting started here. And again, the hidden bullish divergence tells you that you will make a higher high higher than the previous high. Hidden bullish. Understand your hidden bullish and use it to your advantage. It'll change your life. If you don't understand how to use hidden bullish divergence, man, you got to join my trading group. You got to get into my beginner's course every Tuesday. I go over divergences. I give you homework. And I tell you, this is what you have to do for the next month. I give you homework that'll literally last. I give you about 80 hours of homework after that. And like you have nothing else to do but go home and start grinding. And I give you I set you on a destination. I give you homework to do. Like the second you sit with me, your life changes because you're on a new path. So I suggest you jump into the beginner's course. $99 will change your life. No one's offering anything that expensive, that least expensive to help you get started and get you going. Look, this hidden bullish divergence had you at hello, the low stochastics, the falling wedge. It's all there, man. It's everything that I teach, all in a nutshell. Okay? Someone asked about 6100 recently, remember? It didn't see my work, didn't stay. So whack. But it stayed on some things, like on time. Yeah, and look at the awesome limited offer here that my man just made. He does this without me even asking him. Limited time beginner's course plus the trading group for only $350. Email cryptolifers, but say if you pay in crypto, Sean. If you pay in crypto. Pay in crypto or PayPal. Say crypto or PayPal, email cryptolifers@gmail. You know? Yeah. You never say no to a customer. That's the number one rule. You always find a way to service a customer. Yeah. Say pay in crypto or PayPal. Email crypto. This is beautiful, Sean. Your work is impeccable. I like the picture you took. I like the placement of the picture. I like the wording. I like where you put 3 months. Sean, I freaking love the way you work. You're awesome, man. I love my team. I have the best team in the game, dude. Nobody works better. Nobody works more in unison. I'm telling you right now, we have the most congruent, most energized, it's so fun to be on my team. I love you, Sean. Thank you. And look, time did break out a little bit from this, and it's still consolidating. I believe time could continue. And it's still low on the 1 hour, looking for gains for time. So time jumping back in the mix here. You know, I don't know if they're just getting back in or trying to push. You know, this is Chrono, right? The thing that basically tanked. And, you know, we like to pick up the pieces and just trade. But look, I mean, that's nice right there. Take a look at the 4 hour time frame. It's flipping. And again, the RSI in a bullish pattern, right? This is what we're looking for, everybody. This is what we need. All right. 1 hour is looking good too. 15 minutes looking good. I mean, this is beautiful. I like what I'm seeing here for time. I mean, it's tight moving average on the 15, 1 hour on the 4 hour. So again, it's one of those, like, I like to triple it up and show you. And this takes time. Look how much time it takes. This takes time, but this takes time. I dedicate so much time to my trading group. I said, you know what? This will take me extra time, but they'll see so much and they'll learn so much. I got to show them the special sauce, right? And so to me, it's all about combining multiple ideas together to show you can understand what's happening. And if I can't convey all these, look at the visual this creates. It really emphasizes my trading style, what I'm seeing. And then look, I can make bigger patterns and smaller patterns. Because look, you're trading that on right? But look, you're really in the bigger symmetrical triangle too. If I just click here, it'll all make sense. All right. And that's pointing to the upside. And so you can just start to see what I'm seeing here. And you can see that this is the bigger pattern here. And I'm just showing you the smaller ones on the smaller time frames. Amazing, right? Stochastic's low, pointing up, and you can kind of get a picture of what's happening in I call it the triple entendre. Okay? Oh yeah, and this is the one thing I want to do when I do the triple entendre is, Danny, take that camera away, Danny. Yeah, my main. Yeah, I know they're gonna get upset when they can't see me. I know, Danny, but just for a minute, all right? Just for a minute, and then. So this is the triple entendre, all right? And it's beautiful. Even if I take the banner away for a second here, you know, it's beautiful. This is beautiful. It's beautiful. All right. Took me years to figure this stuff out. Years. It's not like this doesn't happen overnight. Okay. It does not happen overnight. This is thousands and thousands of hours of playing games in my head and in the charts. All right. I'm talking thousands of hours. And you get it for $99 a month. Like, dude, I'll save you so much time in your life. After a year with me, you will be accelerated. After 2 years with me, it will be as if you had spent 7 years on your own, dude. Girls and guys, ladies and gentlemen, how you get good at something, you find something amazing and you shadow them. You know, right now there's like gurus online and you have to pay like $5,000 to spend a week with them. People do it and they learn so much. And you know what? It takes years off their life because they learn way more what this guy learned in 20 years of falling on the floor and figuring it out. And then they get it in 1 week for $5,000. And you'd be like, I don't know, you know? But I'm telling you, like, getting concentrated information from an experienced source of wisdom, and wisdom is having time and energy, and you know, you can't get it anywhere else. You just can't get it anywhere else. God's having a massive pump to the upside. The whole market erupting today, and that's just because of Bitcoin getting slap happy and the S&P giving us that move, right? And it's a beautiful Friday as rally continues to just do damage. Does rally want to go up again from this little point? You know, and you can pull mini fibs here. And there's just always a way. And you could find your trading style. I've given you enough, young grasshopper, to fly, you know? Right? And again, look, price stopped, didn't it? How did I know price was going to stop there? Because the Stokes were high, you were away from the 21, and that's where it is. And 22,000, what a beautiful entry. Now we broke above that resistance. Now 21,008 has to become support. Has to. because that was a battle. All right? That becomes support. We flag out. We're good to go. That'd be a perfect place to long that support section because it's been so long since we got above it. You long support, you short resistance. Simple is as simple does. Okay? Like, you don't change the mold. Like my dad used to say, stop reinventing the wheel. All right? Like, there's a reason, you know, and again, you can be innovative and have fun with it, but don't, you know. This is how traders have been trading. And I even told you, don't get so excited because there's a chance we make an M here and we dump on you to the downside. Okay? Or we come up and we make a W to the upside. This will be a huge region to watch if we don't get above the next resistance point right here. And I'm already ready for that. And that's why I'm flagging out the 15-minute. All right? Because I'm going to be the first one to figure this out due to my trading style. It gives me the indication quicker than most people's. All right? And if you can pick up what I'm putting down, you will get there too. All right? So right now, I'm going to leave you with a Bitcoin update. And we're probably going to jump out of here for the day. I'm going to go through the other super chats we got. Thank you so much for the super chats, and I appreciate you all for being here. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset, and that is your time. Woke up this morning thinking about people that have to, you know, use a wheelchair to get to the bathroom, and I walked to the bathroom. And I said, what a blessing that I get to walk to the bathroom. What an absolute blessing. Thank you for the $45 in super chat. You people are unbelievable. 413 likes, though. We couldn't get the likes up to the 500 people that were here. Just couldn't get them, you know. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Average watch time, 20 minutes. I love you all for getting the education that you're getting today. Sam, just got to say thank you publicly. I appreciate that. You're a gem, man. Super chats, BIFI, RFox, Dusk, Flame, CELT, and XRP. We went over CELT and BIFI. BIFI on KuCoin. Let's take a look at BIFI. But isn't BIFI is what someone wrote. All right. I mean, there's a falling wedge wanting to break up. Look at the daily. This chart's very strange. Started at like, smash those likes up, everybody, please. What program do you use to stream on here? Why are you asking? Why are you asking that? Shout out to all my Twitchians. Shout out to all the people on Twitch. We love you. We know you're on Twitch. We know you're kicking it. We know you're supporting Twitch, and we love you for it. Thank you so much. Appreciate all the people on Twitter, on Twitch, and on Facebook if you're watching. Even though I publicly declared myself yesterday, but you know how I feel. Anyway, but if you're watching, we appreciate you. One day I'll be able to afford the super chat. I lost a lot this year, and I'm clawing my way back one paycheck at a time. I'm sorry to hear that, Crypto Mojo Life. But keep the energy up, man, and realize you are the energy that will bring it all back. It's you, and you can do it. You will do it. BIFI has some weird wicks, man. This thing is like a shady project. I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't really like looking at this, honestly. Like, look at those wicks to the upside. Like, it's tempting to double bottom here, but this is weird. I wouldn't want to trade this personally. Is that okay? I know someone asked about it every day. Is that BIFI Finance though, or is it something else? I think it's BIFI. I think I'm getting them confused. I really do. Let's take a look at RFox, an oldie but goodie, an RFox on KuCoin. So look, I mean, we thought that cup and handle could play out. We got nothing on that Bitcoin dump. Honestly, no one knows about these coins, and that's the problem. Is these coins were hot. They marketed enough, and then they fell off, and now nobody knows about them at all. Like, at all. You don't like to get overbought and not break above resistance. And, like, you're down in the dumps here, you know? And it's like Bitcoin. If Bitcoin can't get above that resistance, 21, and hold it, then this thing's just going to, bear flag its way out. You could say it broke out here. Look, it did break. It's a breakout. There was some bullish divergence here on the daily. It's attempting to find a bottom. My thing is this, all right? I like this project. I thought it was a decent project when it came out. Is it making a shoulder ahead and a possible right shoulder? There's a chance there. It's got to get above resistance at 1195 to be taken seriously at all. That's high risk to me even here, because then heavy resistance down and you're still channeled. So if I were to play something like this, in my mind, like, I would have to wait for it to get above a moving average or something on a bigger time frame. At least get sucked to the 200, you know? And there's a chance it does. And that's your play to the upside, is this move. Price action likes to come and touch the 200-day moving average. So that's your idea. Again, I'm not with it, and I'm not about it, and it's not a trade that I'm into. So, yeah. You could be buying on the lows, and I could be completely wrong, and in 2 days from now, it could be up 500%. I'm just, I'm not on everything, and it's getting overbought on the 4-hour. At the end of the day, it's got to get above this resistance. Then I'll start taking it somewhat seriously. If it doesn't get above that resistance, look for more downside, Clear as day to me. Okay, let's take a look at DUSK. DUSK is a coin I've traded on and off in the past. I've probably traded it like 5 or 6 times in swing trades in my entire life. Let's take a look at DUSK. And I'm not at my stand-up desk, everyone, so my back starts to ache too. Whoa. So look, I put DUSK in a cup and handle here. I hit it for gains. Massive gains. Look at that. 22% out of the move to the upside there. I don't know if I ever actually took credit for that. Maybe I didn't. Sometimes they get lost in the wayside. So I try to stay on my gains immediately. Let's take a look at DUSK. It's interesting here. It's interesting. It's consolidating beautifully. As you can see, it's like flat. Like, that's pretty interesting. And so it hasn't really, it's had a strong support for a while now. It's coming up to resistance. Like to see it break above. Interesting. 4 hours pointing down, like it's going to bounce one more time. Brand new on KuCoin. The daily wants to push to the upside, to the top of the channel. If anything, even just pattern trading this to the top of the pattern looks scrumptious. 18% gains, you see? And you can even have this channel here. I'm open-minded at all times. I'm sorry. I'm hitting Alt-T. Kind of in this too here, see? The Twisted Sister. If that doesn't hold, you coming a little lower probably to this trend to hit where this wick hit in this area here. If this does hold, you're getting tighter, and you could be making a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. Let me show you. And again, if you pay the $99, you use my brain. Like, I'm able to see things most people can't see. So, like, why not pay $99 and use my brain, like, to your advantage? It's really what you're going to do. Use my scanning abilities to scan the market, to look through the market, to look at shapes, to learn, and to find more than you may never have found in your life. Like, and then it'll rub off on you, and you'll have lifer vision, and life will be unreal. You also find your own unique trading styles. You won't be copying anyone else. You'll just be doing your own thing and learning how your own thing is where you find the gems, because when you go through your own way in life, that's where the universe blesses you. Like, but you have to do this, you have to commit and go hard, right? So DUSK looks like Bitcoin. Like, a lot of times Bitcoin will pump, go sideways. That money will flow back into the altcoins. DUSK has that kind of emerging cup and handle to the upside. The 1 hour is pushing up. 4 hour isn't totally against you. I could see DUSK making a possible 15% gains to the upside here for DUSK. So something to watch for sure. You take a look at the 1 hour, it's probably overbought like Bitcoin is, see? So you're drawing the flag for Bitcoin. See how everything ricochets? That's why you do Bitcoin. Because once you understand Bitcoin, you're able to kind of project where your next move would make. And that's why you don't chase green candles. You project flags and wait for them to fill out, touch the 21-day moving average. And if everything sits well with the stochastics, then it could be a possible entry. All right. And this is how I play it. And that's basically my trading style in a nutshell. Might go way over your head, or you may pick up on what I'm saying. I'm not sure what it sounds like to a beginner. I have no clue. That's something that I'm getting further and further away from, because I can't fully feel that. All right. So I'm just trying to show you everything I can. All right. DUSK. Hello. You look so beautiful. You look really pretty. I love you so much. You're like a little nymph. That's not right. I can't say that, huh? Okay. My wife said you can't do that. You can't say that. She said you can't say that. She was like, I was like, why? I can't say that? That's funny, huh? I get frisky on vacation, you know? I mean, who doesn't? You're on vacation, man. Vacation. Nord was a beautiful play to the upside recently. See, it didn't hold my old work because like we played Nord over here recently. Interesting. Nord, not Horde. LRC. See, look at that. 4-hour low. This thing likes to pump too. You know it and I know it. And it gets busy. I could find gains, man. Just put me in a room and some screens and I'll find the gains. Like it won't take me that long. I'll find the highest probability trades in 2 to 3 hours. Give me 500 coins. Look, lack of bearish momentum, you know. We're starting to see a pennant form. 1 hour's looking bodacious. Touching the 21-day moving average. The 15 minutes just not in the sweet spot. So, alert here. Alert on the bottom trend line. And I'm not done yet. Alt V, alert here when price action crosses my line. Bang, bang. 3 alerts suffocating the move. When I see what I like or what I don't like, I'll reconvene. This is interesting. LRC looks good on 1 hour, 4 hour, and 15. Check the daily for pain, right? And the daily still has momentum. Just crossing the dotted line doesn't mean it's over for sure. We must put in a higher high. We have a low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high. We are attempting to form an uptrend here, but we did it here and we eventually dumped to the downside. So I'm not midterm holding anything. I'm not long-term holding anything. I'm just not into that right now. Even though these could be some of the best low prices, I'm buying BTC, you know, and a few other alts here and there. Honestly, mainly BTC, really, honestly, and then waiting out my turn, you know. So LRC looks pretty good to me. It's a Friday. I'm being very nice with the charts, all right? Normally, I'm keeping this only to the group, but it's this holiday weekend. I'm feeling like a nice guy. You know, I want to spread some of the love, spread the knowledge, and so that's why I've been a little freer with what I'm seeing in my head throughout the day, all right? LRC, remember for LRC, I set alerts on the 15, and that's why I have an alert section in the trading group, because alerts are different. All right, alerts are different. Oh yeah, and what I do now is I'm going to post the 15-minute chart. Now, I've only seen trading groups where they post 1 hour time frame and all this other nonsense. I'm trying to teach you how to trade. I'm not trying to give you trading signals. I don't give trading signals. That's not what we do here. A trading signals group is cool. I've been in one before. It was fun, I guess. I didn't really learn much. That's not true. I began to put pieces of the puzzle together, but not until I really got my hands dirty. All right. Let's take a look at Flame and XRP. Flame, which is an IDO, you know, and could come back up hard, you know. Firestarter, right? Flame had a nice pump to the upside here. Attempting to consolidate. A little bit of hidden bullish divergence on the 15 already, which is interesting. What you have here is you have it broke out and broke back into the pattern. You see that? That's what you have. You have a cup and handle there. An emerging cup and handle. Surprisingly enough, 15-minute needs to reset, in my humble opinion, unless you get this massive pump for Bitcoin, which could happen. 1 hour looks really good, oversold. You have hidden bullish divergence on the 1 hour. Okay. Dude, we haven't stopped working since the live stream started. This has been like one of the most epic live streams of my life. Come on. How many charts did we go over? How many coins did we hit? How many things? Look at the timestamps. Nobody gives you more special sauce in a 2 hour period. Nobody. I'm telling you right now, nobody. 1 hour looking sweet, 4 hour coming down, getting pressed down. 15-minute may even just pop out and then give you a retest. I would watch this pretty closely Interesting. Thank you for putting it on the radar for the trading group. 50 minutes not in the sweet spot. 1 hour looks amazing. 4 hour could flip on you. Interesting. Flame is definitely something to worth. Something worth watching. And the 50-minute only takes like an hour and a half to reset. 2 hours really at the most. So those alerts don't take too long to hit. You know, you set them and forget them, and next thing you know, they hit off. So you set 5 or 6 of them, and then you look for the best trades. It's a beautiful way to trade. You don't have to stare at the screens. You do your analysis hardcore, and then you let things play out. Okay? Flame, thank you so much for the super chat for Flame. You're amazing who gave us that. You're on point, and I appreciate that. That means you're paying attention. Thank you so much. And last but not least, XRP. I did CELT. I'm up 17% since finishing trading in the zone and learning the 1% fundamentals for risk and trade size. You got to, man. Shout out to you, my man. Sauce is boss. Sauce, boss. Let's go. Shout out to Bison9. Lifer giving it away like it's Black Friday. Come on, y'all. Get in the group for even more sauce. Man, we got so much sauce, bro. You have the best sauce. Thank you, cryptolifer. Wow. I thought he was ending the stream a little bit early. I got on 2 sweat belts, 5 layers of Under Armour, and a sweatsuit. Super chats are open. Please send in those super chats for TA and deep dives. We miss your beautiful blue eyes and that scruffy face. Oh, I have the camera off. The camera's been off this whole time. What do you guys think of the camera being off? Is it like torture? Some people like, I had to put away the you guys stop. Someone said you tasted his sauce. Why do you got to do that? Wifer in the building. Don't disrespect my wife, Adele, man. Be easy, man. I'm messing with you, but you know what I'm saying. I click on join Discord and it says I am invited. I accept. It says whoops, something went wrong. Tried several times. You hear that, babe? Funny, I saw that too with someone else's Discord recently today. Hold on, let me see. You're clicking this link right here, join the Discord. Join the trading group. No, you're not. Right there, dude. Come on, man. You're bugging. You're not clicking the right link, my friend. You're not. Because I just clicked on it and it worked beautifully. So don't play me. Don't play me like a cigar. But you could be right. I don't know. I'm not always right. I would hit this link right here. Join the trading group, though. I don't know where you're going. All right. Dude, we got the best sauce in the game. Hands down. Let's finish these super chats. Let's get them done. Email cryptolifers and also check your settings. Would you ever try Rocky Mountain oysters? Yeah, why not? Of course, man. Ocean, Big Adam, Eve, Double Bottom, maybe. Shout out to Billy McDonough. Was like watching the old Invisible Man movies. Don't let loose in the sauce. Don't get lost in the sauce, is what you're saying. Yo, AVG just alerted when I opened Phantom Soul Wallet for a phishing URL. What the heck? Be careful, man. Would you ever try? Yeah. Super chats, XRP and Ocean. Wasn't there one more? Was it XRP? Yeah, XRP. Let's take a look at XRP, dude. A little bit of XRP never hurt nobody over here. I got 10,000, 15,000, a couple thousand. How many XRP you got over here? Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to the Crypto Muser, man. Check out his channel at Crypto Muser on YouTube. Firing off those charts, going over he's going over XRP constantly, you know. So let's go add XRP in at the bottom of this channel, likely to break back to the top of the channel. All right. It is getting oversold on the daily time frame. It is getting oversold on the 3-day, a little oversold on the 5-day, suggesting that we will get a bounce here at 34 cents for XRP. However, there's heavy resistance now at 56 cents. So we're going to have to get above 56 cents to remain bullish of any type. Let's look at the smaller time frame. 1 hour does want to push up. This 1 hour is looking beautiful. Whenever you see this rounded 1 hour like that on the stochastics, after a massive move and you're above a resistance point, it's usually a pretty good sign you're going to get a bit of a pump. These are like kind of emerging cup and handles, as I showed you before. They're all following that same Bitcoin idea, the same total market cap idea. So here's your measured move for XRP. You will break resistance. The 1 hour wants to pump to the upside. Can you get a move? And just like everything else, the whole market really wants to rip. And that's why we look at total market cap, because that's really going to tell us where we're going to go. All right. My God, I love this chat. Shout out to Gina Bombina. The chat kid pushes to PG-13 sometimes when Fidel and Gina are there. Man, you guys are crazy. Discord links are glitchy. Pampit, E and J. You guys are funny, man. And let's take a look at Ocean and a possible Adam and Eve double bottom here, says my man. Let's take a look here. Ocean, USDT here on KuCoin. Oop, I messed up. And how did I mess up? I knew it was the KuCoin one. How did I hit the Binance one? I see what you're saying. Let's take a look. I delete all my old work. There was an inverted that broke out there a little bit. First thing you want to do is look at the daily time frame, zoom out to boom out, and look at what you see. What are we seeing? Resistance point. Likely to break to the downside, right? Rising wedge. No, I'm upside down, so I'm just messing around for a second. I didn't mean to make that line. I mean, you're bottomed at 17 cents, 17.17. Wow, this thing is the lowest it's ever been. Crazy. Attempting to double bottom there. I don't know about an Adam and Eve possible. Yeah, right there. To me, more just like a straight double. Yeah, but no, it's an Adam and Eve double bottom for sure. I got you. You're spot on with that. You're spot on. Nailed it, dude. You don't need me. You got it, Billy D. You nailed it, dude. Yep. See, I never say anything unless I do my due diligence. I'm not going to say anything to you unless I've done my due diligence. Okay? That is an Adam and Eve, which gives you a measured move here. And you might swing off the side with a handle here. You know? You just may. This is high risk for me. I would stay away from it. Extremely high risk. All right? Bitcoin dumps, this thing will dump too, and it will just make a flag. Like, it'll just end up in a bear flag, see? And that bear flag will dump the length of the pole. And you're at resistance back down here. However, the daily looks pretty good. And so, let's see if you can get above this resistance here now. That's what you were looking for. Can you break out and bounce out, you know? 4-hour time frame suggests it could happen because you're getting oversold. So that's confirming the Adam and Eve. Okay. They usually make a 40% gain no matter what, like on average. They're one of the best patterns to play. 1 hour also wants to push to the upside. So remember this Adam and Eve double bottom here. Remember what we said. There's likelihoods of gains coming out of here, especially with the way the stochastics look. At least the resistance, 20% gain. Saucy Friday. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when we post our next video. Bitcoin's going to stay in that flag. That's what we're going to keep it in on the 15-minute, likely, right? So that's what we're doing here. We're watching Bitcoin in this flag on the 15 to leave you kind of where you're at. You're watching this flag on the 15. And we called this flag before it even happened, and now it's starting to flag out. We told you this was where price was going to stall out at. How do we know? It was the next resistance point. Right? And it's super important we bounce off 21,800. If the 15-minute throws a Hail Mary to the downside and dumps on us, so it's super important the 15-minute makes a pennant, a wedge, a flag of some type. And we don't really want to go much lower than this 21. We could get a wick here just to play with them, 21,750. But we really want to stay above this area. This is a huge point of control, and we want to get above it and stay above it. So watch the 15-minute closely. It is going to dump on you right now. All right. You want the smaller time frames to oscillate fast, like the 7. That's going to tell you, and they are doing that. So you keep the 7-minute in tandem with the 15. You watch them, and it's going to form a flag here. And if that flag stays intact when the 15-minute comes on down with an alert, the 1 hour is going to continue to the upside, and you're going to get a move to about the length of that pole, the bigger pole here. And so once that flag fills out, that flag will then give us a 68% chance. So we won't know for the next few hours until we have the 68%. But once the flag fills out, we're then going to have a 68% chance of a break to 22,830. Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. This was a action-packed stream. I don't think I stopped talking the entire time. There was so much awesome information. I was riveting. I was vibrating. I was channeling. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Thank you for this ability to do this. Thank you for the opportunity to do this. I really hope we stay above 21,500 at least, too. This bounce off the support. But right now we're getting like the nasty, just continuous dump. See if the 7-minute can hold this flag and continue. It's all about my flag projections. You can see once you make one flag projection, you're back in another one. It's a never-ending sauce. Like, it just always constant. It can be tiring on the mind, but once you get good at it, your brain starts to get better at handling that stress and that constant focus. It's a lot of focus, and it takes a lot of time. But eventually, your Bitcoin will live in your subconscious mind, and you really won't just be able to let it. It'll just kind of live there on its own, and it'll be a lot easier for you to do. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. I couldn't do it without each and every one of you. Thank you for giving me your most precious asset, and that is your time. I love you all. Have a great day. Enjoy your family. Enjoy this vacation weekend if you're still out with your family, and have a great day. It's beautiful out there. I can see the sun through the sunlight. I'm going to go look at the birds. I'm going to go meditate. I'm going to go jump into nature. I love you all. Be safe. I just got to say I love you all so much. One more time. Thank you so much for this life. I'm so appreciative of it. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, God, for everything you've given me. And thank you, each and every one of you, for being here. I love you all. I really do, from the bottom of my heart, man. Live in love. It's the strongest frequency. You can, you will, you are the best. Nobody can stop you. Thank you for my dreams. I love you all. Thank you. There's no words that can describe how I truly feel every day. Thank you. Just go kick butt. Just go take it. Just go take it. It's yours, man. This is your life. Go do it. Go do something today that you've been waiting for a long time. Get it done. Check it off that list. You're going to do it. You're amazing. I know you all are. I love you.